Thank you so much for jumping on in here on this beautiful Sunday morning. My name is Sam Price, professional crypto trader, also known as cryptolifer on YouTube. Every Saturday and Sunday morning, I give you these beautiful updates so you can feel what it would be like to be in my Discord. In my Discord, you get Bitcoin updates 3 to 5 times a day, depending on what's going on, and to show you what's happening right when I wake up, before I go to bed, and throughout the day. So let's break it down. This is what you would get. I just want to show you the beautiful, beautiful ideas that we see here for Bitcoin. So last night, I was going over Bitcoin in depth on the 7-minute time frame. We were looking at this falling wedge. There was a chance we could break to the upside, but I said, man, that's a bearish retest. And we came in, we bearishly retested. I said, I am short Bitcoin. I had to be. And look, boom, 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 boom. Falling wedges break to the downside. I suggested we would likely go to 19,698 at least. We would fall down there, create a divergence. What is divergence? What is bullish divergence? What am I talking about? Well, it was actually a class C divergence too, but it's when you have a swing here. This is your swing low to your next swing low, and it's a sharp descending down. But see, this is flatter. It's not as sharp as that. It's a class C divergence. We would get a bounce on that, all right? Divergences are created by liquidations on the order books, all right? If you don't know what I'm saying, just stay tuned. So look, now you have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, which did attempt to break to the upside length of the pole, but 19,008, 19,090, this bar here and this green bar have been our known areas of resistance. Bitcoin just can't get above, can't get above, can't get above, can't get above, can't get above. I keep saying if you can't get a 4-hour or a daily, preferably a daily candle to close above 19,800, then expect more downside. In my humble opinion, we're just continuing to create another rising wedge here, like so, as you can see, and the 1-hour and the 15-minute are getting very oversold and not able to get above the range. Bit of a double top, if you ask me here. Turning into an M pattern on the low. All right, hard to see for a second here, but we'll look at it on a cleaner chart. But as you can see, an M pattern. 1 hour starting to show signs of bearishness. Huge wick to the downside. Watch out for bearishness. Watch out for scam wicks on the weekends. Lack of liquidity, not as many people on the order book makes the order book what's called thin, a thin order book, which means that whales and people with bigger money can move the price quicker, a lot more wicks. This is attempting to create a bearish dump to the downside. Again, we would end up down here at the beginning of the wedge. Now, we have been hitting this, look, 1, 2, 3. People almost called it a bit of a triple bottom for Bitcoin. And we're going to break it down. But right now, I see on the 1-hour time frame, this is just the 1 hour. And then we're going to zoom out for you and show you bigger time frames. We don't just show you one time frame. But right now, the 1 hour is likely to break to the downside. I have to say, with the 15-minute and the 1 hour overbought, it's likely we break to the downside for the next, I'd say, 3 to 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing bearishness for Bitcoin. Again, there's really no reason to be bullish. Bitcoin has not able to close a candle above 20,000 now for a few days, above 19,800 now for at least, almost 2.5 days. Bitcoin is unable, and even when it did come up here, it didn't really close. It closed one candle on the 4 hour barely above 20,300 for an hour and then gave it all back immediately. So Bitcoin has been struggling, and where are the bulls? The bulls need to show me something. At the end of the day, like, Bitcoin must break above 20,500. Then it's 20,800. We have a lot of resistance before we can even talk about the bigger resistance that's still low, 21,008. We've been short since 21,008. Called a short here with a stop loss at 22,000, and that is still in profit. And honestly, I took profit 19,005. People can do whatever they want, but right now for me, I just don't see a reason to flip bullish. I'm waiting for a reason to flip bullish. I'm sitting here like, I keep opening little shorts that just go nowhere and goes half sideways, or I scalp shorts here real quick. And we've been trading altcoins. If you've been in my trading group, we took ERG for gains because ERG likes to follow Bitcoin. Here we have a little of an article from a year ago that on Medium here, where ERG and Cardano, they had made partnerships a long time ago. So ERG and Cardano. So look, I found ERG in this tight channel on the daily time frame. Looked highly likely to break to the upside because the daily was extremely oversold on the stochastics RSI, my favorite indicator for gains. And this thing would rip to the upside. We're almost about to hit the target. Let me show you now on the 1 hour. It's a little bunchy. 55% possible gains to the target. We are getting a little high. I like to take profits on the way up. But here, this broke up, made a little flag. We talked about this flag. This flag hit for 22%. that I put out. Then yesterday, I put out this flag right here on the 1 hour time frame. It was low in the stochastics. Again, all these trades, low stochastics, bang, low stochastics, bang. I will teach you this in my trading group. You will become amazing. You will know what you're doing. You will have skills you never thought possible. Show up every day to my live. I'm live every single day. I haven't taken a day off in 500 and some odd 50 days or something insane every single day. You can go backtrack me for over a year and a half now. No days off. So keep watching, and I'll teach you how to do things like this. We also looked at Horde. Horde was put on the radar. Horde banged for 21%, right, to the next resistance point. So, and this is child's play. I will teach you how I do this every day, consistently able to find gains no matter what the market's doing. The technical analysis will find you. Back to Bitcoin. What worries me, good sign is the 3 days very oversold. But again, the 3 days been down here and still given a dump. So we could still see 18,500, 18,000, but the 3 days is starting to get pushed down, The daily is turning on to us, and it's overbought. And so when I just look at the daily, just clean and easy, that's a bear pennant. We also have a resistance line here that we're unable to break through, a diagonal resistance. So there's just a lot of bearishness right now, in my humble opinion, for Bitcoin. Anything could happen. They could be painting a bearish picture and creating a short squeeze. I will be able to figure that out by watching the order books on Bookmap. This is Bookmap. Links to Bookmap are below the video. You will get a discount you can't get anywhere else to Global and Global Plus. This is showing me liquidity on the order books, showing me where the money is lying, waiting to buy. And look, you can still see this 19,005 block, which is huge. With 800, 900, it's about 2,000 Bitcoins here, sitting right here waiting. So that's a lot of Bitcoin. It's scan up here. They're trying to battle it up with about 800 to 1,100 Bitcoin. It's not the same. You have this one big order up here at 2007, but still a block of liquidity down here, and it's just sideways behavior. Sid's way. I call it Sid's way when Bitcoin ain't going anywhere. It's going Sid's way. So there's the daily. MACD does want to make a bit of a cross, but I don't trust the MACD at all. It could make a cross and just give it all back. So I do not trust the MACD at all. It's a latent indicator. All right. I use it. Why do I use it then? Because I like to add it in the mix if everything else is looking right. Then it adds an extra confirmation point to my bullishness. So, Bitcoin, to me, if it can't close those candles, like I said, above 20,000, you can't get a 4 hour or daily candle to close above 20K. Expect more downside. It's very simple. So the daily doesn't look too good for me. The 22 hour getting into the overbought regions. It's attempting to do this little bullish turn here, but you gotta show us something, Bitcoin. You gotta show us something. At least, in my humble opinion, see this wick, at least you gotta break back above 20,500, 20,006 area. Like, we gotta see a 22 hour daily candle get above the zone. At that point I might open up along and change my story, but until then, I must remain bullish because we cannot get above these certain resistance points for BTC. Measured move would take you again to 18,000, about 365. So, all right. Last but not least, I just want to show you one last idea for BTC. So I'm watching the 1 hour, suggesting that it may break to the downside because the 15-minute and the 1 hour are very oversold. Can we get some type of short squeeze? I don't see it on the order books as well. I just do not. Total, too, is also on my radar. Total is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. You can see it fell below the 200 on the 4 hour. We got basically a death cross right there. When the 4 hour crossed below, not a good sign. That could definitely spell more downside for Bitcoin. All right. So what you need, what would be the way out of this is if this does fall to the downside here. See, the 4 hour does want to push us so hard to the upside, though. 4 hours desperately trying to make a higher low here. So that's like what we need. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that 1 hour is looming, right? Overbought again. So if we do drop, I don't want to see us go lower than $923 billion, make some type of double bottom. This is starting to make a rising wedge. And see, the story here is the 4 hour could bang on you to the upside. And if it just comes to the top of this channel and it doesn't break this resistance, then it comes back down. And then you have a daily and a 22 hour that are overbought, willing to dump you all the way back down to the target. Your next zone here, 924, you break that, you're going to $878 billion. So it's tough. It's tight. And as I said before, Bitcoin must now get back above $975 billion. That's like a big zone for me because, look, resistance bounce here we'd have to flip this previous resistance as support. That would be 976, 975. We'd have to get a candle to close above $975 billion. The 22-hour and the daily are not in our favor too much. The 4-hour is, the 1 hour is not. So today does not look like the greatest day to trade. It's Sunday night, heavy volatility going into the weekend. So you know that Sunday night into Monday is the worst time to trade. You have the most scam wicks, the most up and down, the most volatility. Sometimes it could be the best if it's in a bullish market and things are going well, you can have huge pumps. But weekly candle closes tonight. I'll be live at 8 p.m. for the weekly candle close. We're going to go over a lot of what we see here. Right now, like I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I expect to open the weekly candle close bearish, like at 19,005, 19,006 at least, but we will see. Anything is possible. My oscillators are giving me bearish signals, but anything is possible. I want to make that clear. These are just probabilities, and we could be at 20,000, 21,000 tonight. You never know. But the probabilities to me are showing, and that's why you tell yourself you know nothing but the fact of your own ignorance. You don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. It could go up or down at any, you don't know where any asset's going to go. A true trader, trading in the zone, Mark Douglas, learn from the best, learn from the most experienced traders in the world. They will tell you, do not tell yourself you know where a trade is going, where an asset is going. Believe in your trade, set up your system, have a system, and know what you're doing. But at that point, just let it rock, and do not tell yourself you know where anything is going to go. Just play your probabilities and let your probabilities set you free. So total, that's not easy to do. That takes years of playing with your mentality and getting it in. So we're watching the total market cap. One good leap of faith here. One good thing I want to talk about on the total market cap is we still have yet to go below, except for these little wicks here, close a candle below the 200 simple on the weekly, which has been known notoriously to be the bottom for the entire market cap of cryptocurrency, right here, and it doesn't go back any bigger because we haven't had total. But the thing is, this is the entire market cap of cryptocurrency, and if we do go lower, it says we could go all the way to 116. I mean, I don't know if that's even possible to lose that much, but anything is possible, right? The idea is here, we have not lost this resistance level. That's bullish for Bitcoin. Now, there's still a little wiggle room for some downside, which could bring us to 18,005, 18,000, but it would still give us a higher high. This would be a bit of a W, and we could work our way out of this. So there's signs of hope here. There's some signs of hope. Also, the 2-week chart, extremely oversold, where I like to always accumulate. Whenever we get super low here, best time to buy, best time to buy, best time to buy, best time to buy. So I'm not saying anything. For me, I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. But for me personally, these are really good places to begin to accumulate. In case we go lower, I can continue to accumulate. Notice the word I said, begin to accumulate. If we go lower, I can continue to accumulate. So I've been grabbing up Bitcoin underneath 20K as much as I can. And to me, these are just the best prices possible. Anything below $20,000, $10,000, $11,000. I mean, I don't think we'll, 6, 7 years from now, you'll look back. I will look back on those, and I think I'll be very proud of what I did back then. So, and there you go. So I am bearish on the daily and the 22, right? We got a bullish sign on the 4-hour, right? We're getting a little bit of short squeeze here. Bitcoin is getting above the zone. That is heavy resistance that it just broke above. We got to get a candle to close above 19,800 for, at least. That's our first step. Then it's 20K, all right? But to me, it's still making a rising wedge and getting pretty overbought. These could be fake outs. Usually, these are the best places to enter a short right here on these wicks. Especially if you get a 7-minute extremely overbought. Yeah, 7-minute kind of not showing too much love here inside of this channel. And again, it's very similar to yesterday with the 7-minute in the channel, rising wedge, and eventually we would just break to the downside on the 7-minute time frame. All right. So I'm looking for a break to the downside here for Bitcoin. Rejection, and likely target is 19,559. All right. There's my Bitcoin update. I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. And so we can see if any of this stuff plays out or if we short squeeze to the upside and I'm completely wrong. Let's have fun. Let's find out what happens. I did make a call short based on my probabilities, but we will see. Anything is possible. Remember, these are simple probabilities that I'm making my calls on. Anything is possible. I'm also not a financial advisor, so don't do anything I say or do on this channel. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. My name is Sam. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Peace. Crypto is life. Have a great day. Be safe. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.